everybody? Happy Saturday. Dustin Starr here with the live reaction on episode 109. What is up, everybody? Hope you enjoyed the show. Thanks for joining us live. Welcome in the CW30 audience as well. What's up, Willie? How are you? Gun Show Brett Michaels. And he goes, yeah, oh yeah. Gun Show was called out today on Memphis Wrestling. I'll give you guys just a second to get in here. Bring your questions. What a way to start off a Saturday, right? Episode 109 kicked off in just crazy ECW-like fashion, and then it tipped off at the very end, crowning a franchise of Memphis Wrestling with the franchise Shane Douglas. What's going on, Robert? How are you? Antoine, oh yeah. Avery, what's going on? Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow unless you're playing baseball or whatever. And speaking of tomorrow, it is Memphis Wrestling Spring Break presented by Homer, Skelton, Ford, and Olive Branch. Oh, yeah, it's going to be Lucha Lit. Man, we have palm trees. We have beach balls. We have sunglasses. We've got all sorts of stuff. So you need to dress the part tomorrow because Big John Dalton is throwing a huge spring break party. It's going to be Lucha Lit. You want to be here. Arrive a little bit early for that VIP time so you can do some pre-tapes and be on the television show. You can wear your swim shorts. Big Dan said he's going to wear a Speedo. Not so sure that I'm into that, but definitely dress the part. It's going to be awesome. Memphis Wrestling Spring Break. It's going to be 3-episode blockbuster spectacular. And who knows, I might put the zinc back on my nose for that one. Rob says, hello, Dustin. Another winner with a hot start. Oh, my gosh. Did you guys see this? The Posse versus Derek King and Ray Ray Sanders. Now, I thought this was going to be it for the Posse, right? I thought DK and Ray Ray coming out, House of Fire, tried to end it really fast. But as I said on commentary, the longer a fight like that goes, the more it favors a team like the Posse who are used to breaking the rules and using weapons and all that, as you could see. So anyways, the Posse are tag team champions heading into tomorrow's big spring break spectacular. Big Dan, what's up? Kevin, how are you? Abby's in the house. What's going on? Big Dan says, how about that opening match? Ben says, what's up? Excited for tomorrow. Ben, looking forward to seeing you, man. You're going to be front and center. We'll put a little zinc on your nose, too. Avery said she's going to be at the WrestleCenter. Jason Wilt, what's going on? How are you? Rob says there are a lot of individuals in Memphis Wrestling, but no team with the fire to unseat the Possums. Not yet. And I mentioned this in the chat, and this is just not public knowledge yet, but we are planning a huge spring break tag team battle royal to crown our new number one contenders for the tag team titles and the Posse. So what that means is you're going to see some of the teams in Memphis Wrestling involved in this thing, and then also some brand new teams in Memphis Wrestling being involved in this thing. So we'll see after spring break presented by Homer, Skelton, Ford, who is going to be the number one contenders out of that. So that is coming up. Antoine said, Big Dan in a Speedo. Yes, please no. Please no. We've already seen Bushwhacker Luke and Cousin Luke with a stinky face. I don't think we need to see Big Dan in a Speedo. Rob, do I need sunscreen for the spring break show? Sure, why not? William, what's up? Antoine, the Posse need to be dethroned. I totally agree, but who's going to do it? Who? Daryl, what's up? Willie, how are you? Rob says, Reverend Ashhole has some acolytes now. Watch your billfold. Yeah, how crazy is this? And also, you know what? For the first time since his debut match, I am proud of Ray Collins. Is that bad to say as a coach? Like, I've been proud of him twice this whole time. The first time was when he debuted, and the second time is now. He stood up for himself. He said no and threw down the collection plate. The only thing I would have done differently is put the money in my pocket. So finally, Reverend Ashhole got what was coming to him. But then, of course, Ray Collins paid the price for it. So stay tuned. All right. Joseph Dawson, yeah, I'm here. Dustin Starr, it was a great show. The first match gave me flashbacks to KAW from 1999. Were you even born in 1999, Joseph? Oh my gosh, yes, KAW, very ECW-like with the Posse, duct taping Derek King's leg to the top rope, trash cans, plunder. We even saw a candy cane, a chain with a hook on it. What about the paying homage to Terry Funk with all the chairs? I loved it. Really, really good stuff. Jason Wilt, it's your FCW buddy. I know, brother. How are you? You still going to all the shows? If so, you need to make a road trip. I'll show you around the WrestleCenter here in a second. We've been getting everything set up for tomorrow. Keith, anyone see Sacrifice when Scott D'Amore executed the Canadian Destroyer? Maybe Petey Williams was watching. Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. Looked good. I didn't know why he did it, but it looked good. Ben says, how about the Cult of Taylor? Ray wasn't buying what Ash is selling. Nah, I'm glad he stuffed that $100 bill back in his pocket. I think he owes it for training. I'm just kidding. That was a joke. Larry says, hello, Dustin, ECW, ECW, ECW. What a way to start the show. Derek and Ray versus the Posse in a street fight. Good showing by Derek and Ray, but the better team won. Time to bring in more tag teams. Who is going to dethrone the Posse? I'll wait. Rob says Gio and Draco need a team name. Draco already looks like a veteran. That's a good point. What is their team name? William says, like I said in the chat, hook the Posse up with Jimmy Blaylock. He's the manager of champions. It's funny you say that because he's only had one championship, and that was from DDT, and that's because he stole it. Antoine, Draco and Gio for the win. That's my pick. All right. Kevin Thompson, didn't Gio and Draco beat the Hustlers for the contendership? No, it wasn't necessarily a number one contendership, but definitely any tag team match like that is some sort of contendership match, and you would assume that they're going to be in line for a shot. And who knows, Gio and Draco might get that shot. But we have the tag team battle royal, as I said, it's scheduled for tomorrow. You guys will be able to watch that in April, which next week's April, so you don't have to wait too long. Willie says Cassandra Golden wearing a one-piece swimsuit with a thong bottom is a welcome sight. All right, Willie, I should not have read that one out loud, I guess. Lonnie, what's next for Austin Lane? That is a really good question. Check this out, guys. Austin Lane, the best of the best, a 20-plus year veteran, got tapped out by the 19-year-old internet champion Tim Bosby 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. And then today, the Boz pins Austin 1, 2, 3 in the middle of the ring. Clean and clear as day. What is next for Austin Lane after that? Man, that's a very, very good question, and I'm sure that we're going to find out the answer coming up on Memphis Wrestling. And if you have not gotten your tickets for tomorrow, ringside is sold out. It's going to be a packed house for spring break, so you need to be here. Get your tickets at championshipwrestlingmemphis.com. You can save $5 per ticket with the code word LUCHA at checkout. Rob says, I admire Ray Collins taking a butt whipping for his integrity. Come on, Jason, road trip. Let me know. I'll hook you up with a discount on the hotel and a discount code for the tickets, brother. We'll help you any way we can. Robert says, where is Zay Washington? I'm sure Zay Washington will be at Memphis Wrestling tomorrow. AEW last night. Oh, that looked like a good show. I did not get to watch the whole thing just yet. Larry says, Barnabas the leader. He's got to be the most colorful manager to enter Memphis Wrestling. I can see the circus replacing the Hollywood Clique. I wait to see who else he can bring into the circus. Wow, man, Maurice the Strong and Barnabas the leader coming out and calling out the gun show after what they say is his biggest feat of strength with taking out Kate Toomer with his bare hands. And we all saw that he used a crowbar. Give me a break. But then calling out the gun show? Next week is going to be awesome. Don't miss that on Memphis Wrestling. And I don't know if it's going to be a championship match or not. I guess we'll see. Joseph Dawson says, Dustin, I was born in 98. Okay, there you go. Golden Dragons, says Antoine. The Dragon Savages. How about that? Rob says, Maurice earns extra cash twisting heads of chickens at a packing plant. Ooh, are they still allowed to do that? Jason says, bring in my boys from Florida. They're legit. I don't know who that is. Crown? Raymel, how are you? I'm doing good, brother. Ben, what's your reaction to Hollywood Jimmy's interview on Memphis Wrestling Plus? I was laughing my head off from all the misinformation he spewed out, especially about you. Well, Jimmy Blaylock is much like a politician. Either side that you go, it's just going to be a bunch of garbage out of his mouth. And I heard he had some not nice things to say about the Mid-South Coliseum. He didn't have nice things to say about me. Thanks for mentioning that, Ben, because DDT walked out on him. All right. And things haven't been going Jimmy Blaylock's way as of late. So stay tuned to Memphis Wrestling for more on that. Jimmy Blaylock is flat out a jerk. That's it. Lurvy, Tim Bosby, like him or not, seeing him wear the new improved internet belt was much more eye-catching than the Fisher-Price toy that he used to carry around. That's all because of Zicky Dice. Don't look at me on that. Rob says, no stinker horns, no Hollywood click, no STD, great show. Antoine says that Boz needs a rival to take him to his limit. William says, well, who is that? Who is going to be his rival? William says, can we bring in James Mitchell to confront Ash Taylor? Maybe James Mitchell is Ash Taylor's dad. That could happen. Dustin Hare's about as epic as a Pauly D blowout. Well, thank you for that. I'll take that as a compliment. Pauly D, man, he's always got some nice hair. Keith says, need Jimmy Hart to make special appearance in Memphis Wrestling. It would be like old times when his men wrestled against Jerry Lawler. Well, it could happen. Jason said it was a dark taping. Those are really cool. Stay tuned. You'll probably see some Memphis Wrestling stars at the dark tapings pretty soon. Rob says Bosby now is better than the best. The franchise. I was talking about Rampage, Jason. That's what I thought you were talking about. Media says I'm in Kingsport, Tennessee. Never been to Memphis. It's almost 8 hours from me. Would love to go to Memphis Wrestling at least once to take the area in. Come on, let me know. Send us a message at championshipwrestlingmemphis@gmail.com or just go to championshipwrestlingmemphis.com. And again, if you guys want to travel in for a road trip, we can make the assist on at least giving you a discounted room of some kind or maybe discounting the tickets. I think that's super cool that you guys would want to come in for that. So very, very cool. Lurvy says if Derby City Wrestling does appear in Kentucky, it won't be as far drive to bring some of their wrestlers just like LA. Yes, that is true. And check this out. Eddie Kane, Maine, donating $5, man. Thank you for that. I really appreciate it. Oh, yeah. And you guys know what we do with that money that is donated. We always take that and purchase tickets for those kids who might not have a chance to come or might not be able to afford to come. So thanks for that, man. I really, really do appreciate that. Anybody else that wants to donate, there's a little button there that looks like a little dollar bill. You guys can do that. So big shout out to Eddie Kane, man. Thank you for that. Derby City Wrestling will premiere on this YouTube channel on April the 9th. So it will probably be a Sunday viewing on the 9th, and it will probably come after Championship Wrestling presented by CarShield. Keith says Barnabas Circus would be weirder than Blaylock and his horror show. I think you got a good point there. What's up, Steve? How are you? Jamie, what's going on, man? Looking forward to seeing you tomorrow in your Speedo. Rob says, I can call out the gun show too, and then I'm running out the door. Yeah, well, that's probably what Maurice might do next week. Let's see. Send me their match, Jason. That'd be cool. Rob says Jimmy Blaylock would lose 20 pounds if he took X-Lax. You would think he would lose 20 pounds every promo with all the crap coming out of his mouth. Lurvy says, just as your so-called competitors in the same city having their product taken off CW30, I see a few of your episodes. Oh my gosh, what is this, Lurvy? Well, I'm not going to repeat that out loud, but Lurvy, it is what it is. Oh, I would love to speak on that, Lurvy. You're really tempting me here. Boz needs to make friends to watch his back. Franchise is a good friend to watch his back. Jamie says about time Jimmy cost her the last 2 matches. That's true. Antoine, I hope to see some Memphis Wrestling stars on Impact and Dark. What about WWE? Keep your eyes open. Ronald says, good afternoon, Dustin. Hello, Ronald. How are you? From Jamaica. Sending love to you, Jason, from Memphis. We appreciate it. Can't wait to see the next week matches and the card for Memphis Wrestling. Anybody remember what's on the show next week? Oh, yes. Gun Show versus Maurice the Strong. That's going to be awesome. Also, when will K Toomer be cleared to re-enter the WrestleCenter? It is scheduled tomorrow, 1-on-1 at Spring Break presented by Homer Skelton Ford. Maurice the Strong versus K Toomer, 1-on-1. New Memphis Wrestling Internet title looks pretty well. Thanks, Joseph. I appreciate that. All right, guys, I got just a couple minutes. If you have a question, put it in here. We've got a lot of work to do around the WrestleCenter, and you guys are going to love what's coming up. Rob says when Boz and McKenzie get more experience, they will be given big money by the big promotions. I totally agree. Come shoot, Jason. Barnabas reminds me so much of James Mitchell, except he runs a circus of wrestlers and not a satanic cult, we think. Robert says, Dustin, will you order the Ring of Honor pay-per-view? I should, but I'm going to be busy with family. Jamie says, lots of women that have wrestled in Memphis on WOW today. That is true. Keith, remember when Shane Douglas was the wrestling teacher, Dean Douglas? Yeah, I do remember. I actually like that gimmick. Yeah, we've talked about having a school teacher gimmick. Antoine, Draco, and Ray Ray. Okay. Dustin could speak on Lurvy's comment on Memphis Wrestling Plus. Yeah, but I mean, no, I probably wouldn't even there. I mean, what's the question? It wasn't really a question. Lurvy had a statement. Toomer needs his rematch, says Antoine. I totally agree. EPW Wrestling's in the house. Check them out tomorrow on their YouTube channel. Actually, right now, you guys should click on them and go ahead and subscribe. A lot of the stars of Memphis Wrestling are on EPW. And then also you can see some other great talent too. So big shout out to Neil Taylor, EPW crew. You actually see some of them tomorrow as well. Toomer tomorrow. There's Lamb in the house. What's up, Lamb? Thanks for the tweets out there. We really appreciate it. How will the tag team battle royal go? And is the match tomorrow with DK and Ray Ray for the tag team titles? There's not a match tomorrow. There is a tag team battle royal tomorrow. That has not been advertised or announced. I just told you guys here, the live audience, but that will happen tomorrow to crown number one contenders. And then I guess we'll see who the posse will wrestle next. And then also after that devastating slam into the steel chairs and that big pile of chairs, Ray Ray Sanders is out of commission too. So I don't know that we'll see Ray Ray for a while. He's injured. What's the status of STD DDT since she may leave the Hollywood? She actually filed a formal complaint about the social media yesterday. It was the funniest thing ever because of the match. We have the women's championship on the line tomorrow at spring break. Again, you can get your tickets at championshipwrestlingmemphis.com, but that's happening, and DDT was not happy about it. But also, usually the person that corresponds with the office is Jimmy Blaylock on her behalf. So if that tells you anything, I think that she is done with the Hollywood Clique. Bring some of those female wrestlers to WWE and WOW from Memphis. I'd love to see them. Me too. We're working on it. Keith said, I would have said before there was Matt Striker or there was Dean Douglas. Will the gun show Brett Michaels answer the challenge? I'm sure he will. Oh, no, you don't have to apologize. I mean, that's what you guys are interested in talking about. But if there's a specific question, I might answer it. EPW in Memphis, like the old-time promotions, territories. New show out of Louisville that starts on April the 9th, April 8th in the Louisville market. It'll hit this channel on the 9th. Bring on WrestleMania. You can watch free with us April 1st and 2nd coming up at Dave and Buster's. It's going to be a ton of fun, so come watch Memphis Wrestling or WrestleMania with the Memphis Wrestling Stars. That is all the time I have for today, everybody. I really want to appreciate you guys for joining us here on the live stream and then also in the live chat with the new episode. If you did not see it, go back and check it out in full. It's available absolutely free, just like every single episode in the history of our Memphis Wrestling, all 109 episodes. Plus, Championship Wrestling presented by Car Shield hits tomorrow at noon on this channel. And then tomorrow at 12:30, VIP here at the WrestleCenter. Come meet Lindsay Dorado, the Lucha Lit Puss in Boots. Oh, yeah. Get the ticket at championshipwrestlingmemphis.com so you can pick your seat. You can reserve it. Also save $5 per ticket with the code word Lucha. There is going to be a spring break party that you will not want to miss. Who's your pick, Cody or Roman? I am going to pick Cody all day long, even though I love Roman. And Brent, I will see you tomorrow. Food's going to be good here at the WrestleCenter tomorrow. We have chicken and rice along with homemade chocolate chip cookies. Oh, can't wait to eat those. But anyways, I am Dustin Starr. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you tomorrow right here at the WrestleCenter. Oh, yeah.